I cannot believe it's already November. So I've decided this year that I'm going to make Christmas gifts, maybe. So I'm going to order some cabochons and attempt to make jewelry from skins. And I've never done that before. And in fact, this is the first time I've ever gone online to even look for these things. And I'm like overwhelmed by all the selection. Oh my God, how does one decide? Okay, this is slightly overwhelming. Everything arrived from Amazon. I've got needle nose pliers, some wire cutters. I don't know if I'll use those, and some other things and tools, and a blade. I've also got this Mod Podge dimensional magic. Hopefully it's magic. And some super glue, which I probably won't use, and some other adhesive that I got at the local hardware store. And of course, I've got multiple cabochons. Why do they call them cabochons? But look at all the sizes. It's really complicated. And I've got a rectangular cabochon. I bought a bunch of pendant holders, round, rectangular. I can make bracelets now. Yeah, even cufflinks. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing for cabochons, but apparently it is. So yeah, for the man in your life, in case somebody's actually going out to parties these days. I don't know if anybody is, but let me clean all this up and let's get started. So real quick, let's talk about skins. So you can either use the drippings from a pour, or you could actually pour skins out on a silicone mat if you happen to have one. However, one tip I would give you is I would play with it. You know, run a palette knife through them, some swiping tools, whatever you got on hand to make a lot of movement, because you want like something to come through on the cabochon. So you can see here, I've got multiple colors, multiple iterations. So let's see how I go. This is my cabochon. Obviously I'm getting fingerprints all over the back of it, but right now the most important thing for me is I want to kind of just move this around and try to figure out like the most aesthetically pleasing kind of look I want in the back of the cabochon. And to be honest with you, I kind of like this. I love the fact that it kind of looks like a bit of the beach or whatever. Like it's kind of got like dark into light. I think that's quite pretty. And I'm wondering if I move it over enough, if I could get like, you know, a couple cabochons in here. Probably not. And then because it is an adhesive, I'm going to put on a pair of gloves. Yeah, plus it also keeps the cabochon free of fingerprints and my greasy fingers. And since these skins have been sitting around for a couple of days, I'm just going to take a wet wipe and kind of wipe off the surface and make it free of any dust or anything. So the hardest part for me was trying to figure out how much of this Dimensional Magic by Mod Podge I actually needed on the back of the cabochon. And another thing you gotta be careful of is air bubbles. Sometimes when you go to use this stuff, there's a little bit of an air bubbly thing that kind of happens on the end, and you don't want an air bubble on the back of your cabochon. So I just spread it a little thin layer right down the center of the cabochon before I stick it onto the acrylic skin. Shit. See, I suck already. I'm getting it everywhere, and I'm going to put this down on here, position it a little, and then I'm going to squish it. You got some play and some movement at that point, but yeah, and then just squish it down. And there's your first cabochon. Now, according to the directions, this is going to take like 24 hours. You should let this set up before, you know, attempting to cut it out and making your jewelry piece. So I've got a round one also that I'm going to do. So again, same process. I'm going to clean it up with one of my cleansing wipes. I got Mooge Pooge Mod Podge all over it. So it needs to be clean before I start the whole process over again. And then as I look, I think that is really pretty. And it's kind of up to you whether you want to put the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on the actual acrylic skin itself or on the back of the cabochon. It's personal preference. I've done it both ways now. So, I mean, I don't see any difference, to be perfectly honest with you. So now I'm just going to continue on, make a bunch of cabochons all over the crazy skins that I've got. And then we're going to come back and we'll carry on to the next step. I'll see you in about 24 hours. Been 24 hours, like the directions said, and here are all my cabochons. But something really cool I want to show you about this. I've never used Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. This is Dimensional Magic 3D Accents. But regardless of that, I want to show you this. So this was like that dark and moody kind of vibe I wanted. Seriously, look at my nasty fingernails. So this skin had like some shimmer to it. But look what happens when the when that 3D Dimensional Magic by Mod Podge is underneath and then the cabochon is over top, like it gives it like a whole new kind of look, if you ask me. Maybe if I sit over here, there's no more shadow. Like, look at that. I think that's really, really, really cool. Yeah. Anyway, thought I'd show you. And here's another cool one, I think. How cool. So hard to get my camera to focus properly. Like, look how cool that is. Give you a quick overview. Here's all the cabochons that I made in every possible color of skin, leftover paints on my table. Yeah, I've made like a ton. I don't even like green, but I made a green one. Yeah, I don't know. It might be interesting because I was reading like jewelry trend colors and like bright green seems to be a thing. Who knew? I mean, I work from home, so I really don't know what's trending at the moment. Tiffany's jewelry is probably not going to trend, but we could only hope. So here's the cabochons, and you'll note that some of them have like this ridge, and then other ones don't. No ridge. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. And it doesn't seem to be based on size. It just seems to be maybe who I bought them from. But anyhow, so let's just get started. Let's try to cut these things out and see what kind of fabulous jewelry we can make, because it is Christmas. So I'm not sure which ones I want to start on. I really love this one, but I want to show you guys like a bunch of different kind of ideas. But I guess most importantly, the first thing is take your small scissors and just start, cutting one of these puppies out. And again, I want to be a little careful when I cut them out because I do want to protect the rest of this in case I want to make another skin, or this one just, is a complete disaster. So I'm just going to take a rough cut so that I can get the skin in my hand, not have all this extra stuff all around it. All right, so let's figure this out. And I actually have to take my glasses off and hold this up to my face because I really need to see it. And now for the scary part, me with an X-Acto knife, I'm going to, I don't know if I should take it from the front or the back. I don't know if it really matters, but I'm going to take the knife and firmly press it against the cabochon and try to take it all in one go. Don't just do what I did. Take it in one go completely. That would be better so you don't end up with little hair-like creatures on the side, because it's going to be hard to take off, whether with the X-Acto knife or the scissors. But, live and learn. Because the skins are like really flimsy. So you want a, really sharp knife and, try to take it off in one. Yeah, because then you risk ripping it off the back, even though it's glued down with the Mod Podgey stuff. Yeah, it's just not a good idea. Colors. So gold, bronze, copper, silver. Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking? The gold, I guess? I'm not a big fan of gold. I don't wear gold myself, ever. But maybe gold is a thing. So you want to make sure, though, that at the end of the day, once you pick your color, that you put it down in one go. Because it's done. It's magical after that. You're kind of finished. And you don't want to put very much because you don't want it to squeeze up the sides. I'm sure you can use any adhesive that's available in your part of the world. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I am going to clean up the back of the cabochon and its little holder thing blank that it's going to sit in, just as the directions said, to make sure there's no greasy fingers or anything on there. And I'm going to be very careful. I'm just going to put a small bead down because, again, you don't want it to kind of squeeze out and come up the sides. That'd be like the worst thing. And then I'm going to just place it in there, try to center it as best as I can. And then, it's always the scary part. Yeah, because I've messed up a couple. And then I'm just going to hold it down. And then once it adheres after a couple of minutes, it's going to take a full 48 hours. But then we should be good to go. And we can cut out some more of these and make some other fun stuff. So I'm not sure. Let's just grab some other colors and we'll, keep going. I really love this one. Yeah, I kind of like the way it's split down the middle with the vibrant purple on the one side and then the white on the other. Yeah, this is really cute. Now I'm thinking some pink earrings. Yeah, and this is, I'm not making sets. I'm not into sets, but you know, the earrings have to match. So we'll make 2 earrings. So I need 2 hooky things. It's frustrating. Yeah, I don't like little things. Okay, 1, 2, and then I need 4 little rings to touch them all together. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4. 4, Tiffany. We need 4. 4. Yeah, okay, 4. I got all these tools. I got like this round tool for bending stuff. I got a clampy tool for doing stuff. And then I got a wire cutter. I did buy some wire to make like a wire bracelet, but we'll see if I actually do that. And of course, I've got a knife because I think I'm gonna have to trim these things somehow, some way. And then we're gonna use our little fancy tools and put them in, link them all in. Oh my God, this is so frustrating. I really need like a magnifying glass. I understand 100% why jewelers have these things. This is like so tedious. Separating them and then so I can fit them together and then, but there you go. Yep. I've got a pair of earrings. And I thought I might like a bracelet, so I bought a kit. Believe it or not, you can buy all this stuff on Amazon. I was shocked. I had no idea. So this whole little kit comes together with the little bracelet combination, everything you need in order to make it. So yeah, I thought, well, why not just go for it? Let's just keep cutting out skins and making cabochon jewelry. I'm all about go big or go home. I bought and made a bunch of pieces of jewelry. I've got like 5 bracelets, 4 sets of cufflinks, a couple of earrings, a bunch of pendants. Well, I've got to go to work tomorrow. So I'm planning on wearing a set of my new earrings and maybe a matching bracelet. I mean, I'm not all into matchy-matchy, but it's kind of cute, right? Depending on what I'm wearing. Typically, I wear a lot of black and white. So either this is going to be a pop of color or I'm just going to look ridiculous or I'm not going to wear it. Yeah, who's to say? I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, see you next video.